You know, the interesting thing about the way people do business online is that it's actually right in your face sometimes. And just with key players in the game, it's a very interesting thing to sit back and watch the way people think when they're at a certain financial level. And it's like, how do you get to that place where you actually have a legacy, right? Where you actually respect um, yourself enough to and love yourself. And I'm something I'm working on, every day because I mean I'm already on medications. I'm trying to, see this counselor here soon. And legacy sounds nice, but it does sound almost like a man term, like women have legacies too, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we all have a legacy, and legacy is important, I think. If you really get down to the brass tacks of it, if you can't find meaning within doing life, then what's the point of life, right? So if you can't create some sort of fantasy, it doesn't have to be messianic, obviously. That's a poor choice of words, honestly. If you want to be a follower of Jesus, you're not John the Apostle, and I'm speaking to myself. You're not, Luke or Paul. You can't really emulate them the same way in the way that they wrote letters to the church. But you could speak with love, and a bit of God would shine through you. And that's really what I try to convey out with Christianity is that, it's not so much begging everybody to come and be a Christian. It's more just like, let me put some love on you, and I'll show you that Christians aren't bad people, and that people that believe in Jesus actually, are about good things and good changes, good vibes, good times. But I'm super blessed to even call myself a Christian, and I am one of those guys who would fear going to church right now because it might burn down afterwards. It's been a while since I've actually committed to a church and found some people that I call family, and you know, I'm an introvert at heart, and I don't know. Um, I'm an introvert at heart, and it's not that I don't like meeting people. I've had a lot of bad experiences with people, so you know, I'm just a little damaged goods. It's a nicer way of saying that, like, I lost a lot of my intelligence through overdoses and through you know concussions and things of that nature. Um, and it's a kind of a screwy thing to live like that. But I'm still, I'm that's what I really like to stress is that I'm not far gone, and there's so many people out here that are sleepwalking down, downtown or wherever, whatever city, they're sleepwalking, and they can come back too. They can stabilize their mood, and they can be men, they can be women, and they can pay taxes, and like they can work, and it just feels like maybe we've given up on them, and if that's the case, so be it. I don't know what to say. I've had to let my brother go already, since he said that he would kill me if I talked to him like that in the streets. And the last thing I told him, he was my best friend, and I fed him a steak and like gave him a berry shake. You know, he almost hurt my dog, and it's just crazy, man. I wish that wishes were, more readily available to people like me, but they're not. So just get used to the fact that extinctionism sucks, and that human beings are not mold, and that business is business, and it ain't your business. But I hear business all the time on YouTube. It's pretty cool. I like to hear rich people talking about things. I am kind of a Elon Musk fanboy because when I was supporting the mother of my son, I had to, she's pregnant and we had to eat and like had to, get by. And so I got to work, building a foundation for Tesla and stuff. And yeah, it was a cool time before it all went to hell, But yeah, I was escorting cement trucks on this huge construction site, massive. Like I remember the foreman was telling me this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Some people work their whole lives in construction and never get to see a site like this. And so I'm just rolling around in like a little Raptor or whatever and escorting cement trucks from the south gate back in to wherever we're pouring at that day into the foundations and stuff. And then also I was responsible for a safety crew where I'd have to go around periodically and see where they had built fence for as the heavy equipment operators would go in and take the land out. We'd have to build fence so that we're narrowly ahead of them, so that nobody would fall in to the footings, and so I'd have to stay on them. These guys were temps and stuff, and I was hired on, and kind of felt like douchey, because I was making like 16 an hour and they were making like 9, but they worked through a temp agency, so the temp agency was scraping it off the top, It's just an unfortunate byproduct of being a felon is temp agencies. I think temp agencies are perfect for felons getting work because temp agencies often get the go-ahead to go ahead and waive that background check, assuming it's not too horrendous. Obviously, some crimes are so bad that you're definitely just not going to let them work for you because, some people are sick, and that's unfortunate, but, I've met some sick people, and I don't intend on being around them again, but anyhow, happy Halloween again. I thought it was interesting to see the contrast in business and how billionaires talk to each other. It's weird. I'm not trying to make an enemy out of millionaires or anything, but it just seems to me like the billionaires are actually socially into it. They're actually like their heart's in it more. And a lot of the millionaires are just not talking. But I don't even know who the billionaires are, to be honest. It's probably more than you think.